houses.
Meanwhile, while my party's licking each other, good evening, everyone. Hey, Wolfie, Zembos, Fang, who am I missing? Scrolling through chat, say hi to everyone.
I am not
Multi.
involved.
It's probably for the best people don't hear our pre-game chats, because
Zep,
they
and
are,
Oster. How's everyone
they
doing?
are cursed.
How's everyone's Friday night? And I extend that to the party. How's everyone doing?
I am dying.
Oh my
I'm
god.
doing
That's
amazing.
Oh my god, Jay is
I am
3D.
hunting.
I can't handle this pussy.
Are you really hunting while in the D&D session?
Do
We haven't
not.
started yet.
That is
No.
commitment. And I would have done the
I
exact same
just
thing.
got a gem. I
need
just got a
D&D.
gem. I am not apologizing.
Calico,
Okay,
I just
when I
got
tell
a
you-
gem. I am not apologizing.
die.
all that
How
farming
dare
we
you
did
have
the
good
other
luck in
day
Monster Hunter.
was a waste. Because I crafted the wrong armor set, so I've been re-farming everything. And I'm almost done. I just need the bolt gem from the raid now.
Oh, have fun. That's like a 1% or something, I bet.
It's a 3%
By the way-
drop, but if I
You
capture
have
it
to
instead of slay it,
capture.
yep.
Oh, it's a higher chance.
You can't capture right now.
Yep.
Can you?
Yes, you can actually.
You can capture it.
You
You just can't
Hey,
capture
Dan,
the
don't-
gem.
don't spoil game mechanics. I already knew about capturing because I played Rise, but
Well, it's not really spoiling, but
I know.
capturing guarantees.
I know.
That's all.
Capturing,
Yeah.
capturing removes carve drops, but gives more drops in general, but it has a different drop pool. We should
Yeah.
probably focus on D&D and not Monster Hunter, though.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to be fighting monsters soon enough, are we not?
Different kind of
After all-
Monster Hunter.
After all, it is our fucking homework assignment.
Yes.
It's not the weekend. We don't do homework on weekdays, let's be honest.
Also, All-Star, I'm doing
I do.
great. Thanks for asking.
I
When I
do.
was in school, I did my homework immediately. I don't know about you.
And yes, Zembos 3D. I've got a 3D model back in January. I've been using it since. I spelled it right.
Can you handle the titty wiggle? Also, oh, Wolfie is always so proud that he can spell my name right.
Oh, that is insanely loud in my ear. Why is that so loud?
What? Oh, the music?
Yeah.
Jade is growing up.
Anyways, since we last left off in episode 3, the party went to their classes and received a few assignments. Some drank mysterious potions and figured out their very odd effects, while others got straight to doing homework. And that's where we're going to
And,
resume.
And I met Jake. I'm happy he didn't kill me.
So you all are in Donovan and Kazuo's room doing homework. What exactly is going on in this room?
You see, the moment we got into my room, well, into
that's
our
right.
room, I mean, the moment we got into our room, I immediately take the plant that I had gotten and started researching
Which plant? My plant or your plant?
my plant. Look, it took me 4 years to spell Juichi. Why do you think his nickname is Juju?
Oh, that's crazy.
You literally. Never mind.
So what is everyone else doing in Donovan and Alistair's, not Alistair, Donovan and Kazuo's room?
I mean, we are also going to talk about something. But
Yes, y'all were.
Well, Zarius actually looks at Donovan for a moment. Hey, you by chance have one of those alchemist kits or?
sadly, no. Oh, a bard isn't really much of an alchemist.
Zarius nods, and he'll just sit down with his plant, and he'll start writing. So think small quill, big hands.
Eh.
And what is everyone else going to do while he's writing?
I'm already doing the homework in my room, so I'm using the alchemy supplies that I have. I am going to go ahead and start with my alchemy homework.
Okay, are you proficient in alchemy supplies?
Yeah.
Or
I am.
roll me a nature check at advantage then, to see how well you could do your homework.
Let's go. Well, I have to log into Roll20.
He's not logged in chat.
Mhm.
Hey, I finished my hunt. I'm back now. I'm back now.
Let's go.
The
Let's
hunt
go!
continues. Or we celebrate with a
Do
hunt.
something else while I'm doing. Do something else while I'm logging in.
I mean, Raven's also alone, but that's because he wasn't invited. Well, because he's not in his room most of the time, but like,
well, where is Raven
Also
exactly?
says you're off.
he's in his room,
Doing what exactly?
finishing up his botany homework.
Okay, I don't think
And-
you're proficient in alchemy sets, are you?
No, but I am in Poisoner's Kit.
That works. Give me a nature check with advantage. The reason I say nature instead of medicine is because you're not doing anything
Oh,
medicinal yet.
Okay, well, I accidentally forgot to turn on advantage, but that's a 19.
All right, with the 19, you were able to easily research about your plan into more details, successfully writing your paper. I'd say it took you about 10 to 20 minutes because you were very invested in it.
He does love poisons.
And that's one of your 3 homework assignments completed.
I guess I should get started on the magic one then. For cantrip, I'll do. Oh wait, I wrote these down. And he goes to get his notebook for that class, in which he wrote down for his cantrip he was going to do Booming Blade, and for his level 1 spell he was going to do, I believe it's Chromatic Orb, or is it Prismatic Orb?
Chromatic Orb.
Yeah, and he was going to do Chromatic Orb. And he actually he knows about those due to lore stuff, but and just starts writing down what he knows about them.
All right. I don't know if I want you to roll Arcana or not. I'm debating on it. Well, just roll. Also, why am I streaming at? I'm streaming at way too high quality.
Well, exactly what I thought. It's a 7.
With you being more focused on your botany homework, you're a little burnt out and tired, so you have to put down your what's the name of this class? I hate when I draw a blank mid-sentence. So you have to put your arcane theory homework down for a moment, but it's all right. You still have a whole week to complete it.
Well, then I guess that's it for me.
All right, I'm ready now.
All right, roll me a nature check with advantage.
Let's go. 19.
19.
Also with the 19, you were able to quickly do your botany homework. and successfully write the paper.
I already finished my spell homework too. I
Diligent
have it
worker.
ready to share with the class.
That's crazy. Anyways, Zarius, Donovan, Kazul,
Oh god, we've got
and
a
somewhat
team.
Alistair, what are y'all up to?
So, go ahead.
I mean, I already said I'm working on my botany or homework. So I do need to do that.
On it by the time they get in.
So I do need to do a check, I guess. Jay.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to do the check.
That's a 13.
You struggled a little bit. It took you a little more time compared to Raven and Leanne to do your assignment, but it's still done nonetheless.
One second, guys.
Which, if Kazel is done, I then immediately sit next to him. I go up to Kazel, I sit next to him.
Yes.
I take his hand. I kiss him on the mouth. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Hi.
I didn't know it was one of those sessions.
Damn, and this is only episode 4. I can't wait to see where this goes next.
I'm kidding. Anyway, is what I actually do is I sit next to Kazel and I then immediately look at him as Donovan says, "So, have you thought about what cantrip you want to learn?"
I don't really know any cantrips. There wasn't
Well-
a lot of magic back in my village.
Well, allow me to assist you on that. I did tell you that I was going to help you with this, and I already know my own magic, so I'm sure I can help you learn something that I already do. That being said, would you like an extra hand?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Thank you.
To which,
So,
to which immediately Donovan then just manifests a mage hand in front of Kazuo.
Isn't
he like
Mage
jumps
Hand
back a
typically
little bit on
invisible?
his bed.
I mean, I don't believe that mage
This-
hand is invisible. It's a spectral floating hand that appears at a point you choose within range. It's not invisible.
Well, as Donovan summons it, Cuzzle will just jump back a little bit on his bed and like raise his arms in front of him.
It's invisible for arcane trickster rogues. Okay, thank you, Bless.
That I knew. I was just confused on if it was invisible for bards.
Arcane Tricksters is different. It's a class feature, not a spell.
Yeah. Well, it's a class feature that forces you to have the spell automatically.
Yeah, but it's also a unique version, I think.
Yeah.
Donovan then immediately lets the hand like in almost cat petting fashion, it's like scratch under Kazu's chin. And this
Okay.
hand this hand is capable of helping you with multiple things, whether it be a organization in needing to grab something far away, but only up to 30 feet, and has the ability to basically be your little helper. I promise you, though. Oh, it's a lot more useful than you think.
As he's petting his chin, Kazuo just leans in close to him and starts purring very loudly. Or eventually he'll just pull back and like pull his hoodie over his head, or starting to write down in his notebook.
To which Donovan then just slicks forward and lays on Kazu's stomach. You know, you need to realize that you can embrace you can break your shyness, you know.
And as this is going on, Raven, you hear a knock at your door. You go to open it.
Yes.
The moment you open the door, you see Professor Jake standing in front of the.
Well, hello. You're back. You're earlier than expected.
Of course. I've been doing some digging around. Apparently, your roommate and the other girl you mentioned were not in any of their classes. I looked at the attendance, asked other students, did a lot of research on my own. Turns out they did not come back at all. In fact, they never left that party yesterday. But it wasn't just them, I've noticed. 4 other students have gone missing. And he proceeds to hand you a list, which I will post in the resource channel.
So it seems my theory about them being missing was right.
Great. So Leanne, instead of staying with her roommate, literally let her get taken, huh?
I
Okay, to
went
be
back to the
fair-
dorm with her. I have no idea what this man is talking about.
No, she decided to stay.
Could it be me?
Could it be me?
She decided to stay with Onyx at the rave. She did not return with you.
Oh well. Oh well.
Worst roommate ever.
Hey, I just met this girl. At least give me that.
He hands you the list of students he's noticed missing. Their names: Onyx, Sylvain Thornbrook, Alric Thornvale, Valen Duskroom, Kalor Brightsong, and Valen Duskwalker.
Do any of those names besides the first two sound familiar?
You don't know yet.
What if half of them sound like they have something to do with darkness?
Why do 2 of them have the same name but spelled slightly differently?
It's a very common thing.
Very common
Why
name.
do they both like dusk? Why does one run and why does one walk?
You're
I'm
asking
not-
a little too many questions.
Boy,
So
is there a Valen sprinter?
I'm assuming they're out of your eyes and ears at the academy, which means they're most likely somewhere else.
Well, I don't know completely yet. I just know you're the only one that somewhat knows about this. So I'm going to leave you to find the students for me. I have an unexpected meeting across seas at the Eldritch Keep, and I have to get going as soon as possible.
Okay, well, I know 5 people who can help me out, and we can also get one of our assignments done while we're at it.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Just make sure that if we miss any classes, it's excused.
Don't worry, when I'm back, I will give you all university excuses if you do have to miss class for this.
Thanks for the research. I'll be heading to them. I'll just head to where I find the most noise in one room, because them.
Are you not going to share this with
I
your
was gonna
friends?
say, can't you ask your map?
Oh no, I was going to share it with them. I just have to go find them.
Very well.
So-
I must get to my meeting now. Good luck.
Thanks. But a rogue doesn't need luck.
And then Professor Jake proceeds to leave in a hastily fashion.
Well, time to go searching. He opens up his map. Can you take me to where? Can you take me to where Zarius, Donovan, Alistair, Kazul, or Leanne are?
You're a little quiet.
Can you take me to where Zarius, Donovan, Alistair, Kazul, or Leanne are?
Ah,
Yeah.
yes, eat your mic.
He asked the
Delicious.
Hey, this is what you get. I don't have a good mic.
Mm.
It's either this or you deal with my phone.
Your map points to each of their dorm rooms. You didn't really specify what you were looking for, just to take you to their locations.
Meanwhile, back in Donovan's room.
Well, he just starts going to check all the rooms. Starting with, let's see, who would most likely be? Yeah, it's the bot,
Whoa.
isn't it? Yeah, the bot. He instantly decides to go check Donovan's first. And Leanne will probably be in hers, knowing how she tends to be.
Well,
Meanwhile,
they're in Donovan and Cuzzle's room.
Meanwhile, in Donovan's room, Donovan is still kind of laying on Kozul's stomach. Is with Donovan then immediately looking at Zarya, yes, as he then says, "So I'll be teaching him Mage Hand. What about you, Zarius?"
Zarius looks up from his parchment and quill. And he says, "Well, I've been kind of thinking between either guidance or resistance."
Both effective. Sadly, not something that bards can teach. Those are more or specific to clerics than anything.
What about you?
A bard is already equipped with magic. Music is a beautiful catalyst, after all. I say as I make the mage hand and do the same thing that it did to Kazel, which is, by the way, scratching underneath your chin.
Moo. That's a nice trick.
It made this big one purr, so I'd say it was nice.
Puzzle will then start to like lightly swat at Donovan.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll between the two spells.
Give me an Arcana check. Oh, or are you just like rolling to decide a spell?
Yeah, between the two.
Oh, go for it.
So high will be guidance, low will be resistance.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. And all right, so it's gonna be resistance.
Yeah.
What DM? What do I have to roll to study the spell?
It would be Arcana.
I was about to say, would that not be Arcana?
Okay.
Meanwhile, in Cosmo's instance, I wish to roll to help him. So would that give him advantage?
Ooh.
Um, you know what? Yeah, I'd say it would give him an advantage if
Alright.
you're helping out.
All right. I'll just roll again really quick. Let's see what happens. Nope. That remains a 14.
Well,
All right, with a 14, you managed to do a decent amount of researching on the spell you want to learn. You do have a little bit of difficulty considering that magic is not your forte.
Mm-hmm.
But with the help of Donovan, you were able to find the proper information you needed.
so basically now Azarius knows resistance. Meanwhile, Kazel, as I helped Kazel.
So you have to touch someone to do this.
You could always just touch yourself.
One could make many things about that statement, but I will keep it to myself.
Leanne's not even in the room.
You touch one willing creature. Counts as yourself, but only if you're willing.
Mm.
So what if you're unwilling and you had to touch yourself?
I was about to say that's a very suspicious set line of thought you follow. What
I
if
have
you
a
are
question.
unwilling?
Is it some fed up shit?
Like, how does that actually work if you're unwilling but you got to touch yourself for resistance? Okay.
Oh, this is good.
But only if you're willing. Okay.
You just turn ace at that point. If you're unwilling, you just turn ace and say, no, I'm not into this.
God damn it.
Okay, bitch. Not okay, bitch.
And as y'all are
That-
learning your spells and plans, Raven busts into Donovan's room.
Raven's bussing.
Raven's busting.
He's busting in. Does he enter with his rear?
Is he busting it down sexual style with a little bit of swag?
Oh. I don't know.
Yeah.
Raven's going to grab water.
He's pushing the door open with his rear.
I don't know. He went to grab water. Just
He's got to be
busting it
properly
down.
hydrated before he busts it down.
Oh.
Yes.
Make me sweat.
Can I attempt to try to cast the spell resistance?
I mean, sure, but who are you going to cast it on?
I'm not
A
touching you.
willing target. A willing target.
Are you willing?
Who is that question towards?
I will say,
That's not so wrong.
Are you willing?
what would a barbarian spellcast modifier be?
I don't know.
That's a good
Strength,
well.
maybe.
Well, there is no modifier to this because all it is just it
Just-
does is it just gives him an extra D4.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just a raw cast.
Roll me 2d20 at disadvantage. The DC will be very high since you're still unfamiliar with magic.
Okay. Disadvantage. Arcana.
Watch it be a 1, and yes, I would imagine so. Wouldn't
All right,
it?
all right. Here we go. So he goes over and touches Donovan. He just utters the incantations and moo 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 moo.
One. I literally said just 5 seconds ago, what if this is a 1? And then it happened.
What happens?
I hate how y'all called that. I hate that so
Fuck.
much.
Oh no!
He said that one, and then boom, that one. Okay,
What happens?
with a nat 1, not only does nothing happen, but your odd attempts at trying to cast magic have triggered something on the wild magic table.
Oh no! Oh no! If it's a fireball center on self, I'm gonna be. I'm gonna set the whole place on fire.
Oh, God,
do
we don't
not.
have time for that.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh
Fireball
no!
centered on
Oh
self,
no!
you might actually kill everyone in that room.
You summon a devil from the 9 hells.
Okay, so roll me a d10,000.
It's time to see if we die.
10,000.
Wait! What do you want me to roll?
D10,000, because this wild magic table I have has 10,000 options.
Oh no! Oh no!
So, question: where the fuck is Juichi?
Dude.
Out of all of this?
Oh,
This would have been
no.
funny.
He's making food.
Hang on, I'll grab him really quick. Hang on.
He's really
grab-
missing out.
Fair
He's
in a
about to-
box. If
Give,
so,
give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute.
This man's literal life is in danger, and just
What the hell did I just
Wait,
miss?
Raven
Zarius
as
Zarius attempted to cast a spell, and with him being unfamiliar with magic, being a barbarian, he rolled a nat 1, and now he's going to roll on wild magic to see what happens. Also, fair in a box, a D10K. I got a
Yep.
wild magic table with 10,000 options from my previous DM.
Yep, I know exactly what he's 10,000 option wild magic table.
I love it. Oh, we're gonna wait for Zarius to get back.
the Bluetooth device is ready to pack. Can't you believe that on session 4 that we have the possibility to die already?
I know, isn't it great?
you haven't even had a combat.
Oh god. So Juichi is currently with the puppy.
Fair enough.
Did you express to him that we might die?
Not quite, but here goes. Rolling 1d10,000. Oh god. Taking a moment to deep breath this. Roll it, rubbing my jade stone. Good luck. And
2074. All right. 2074.
what happens?
Scrolling down.
I'm at the edge of my seat about this. Oh god.
His son's life is flashing
Me too.
before his eyes.
Swear to
I was
God,
waiting for
I
the
feel
answer.
I'm glad I got
As you
stabbed.
casted this spell, your head somehow begins to pop off of its shoulders as if it's hanging by its neck.
Oh, great. So he's
Wait.
turned into a Doulahan.
Wait,
Not
come again?
not a Doulahan, but it's like
Fucking Monkey D. Luffy. Fuck.
you've basically become a giraffe with a very limp neck for right now.
Not the least.
What happened? Help!
It would seem that the magic has made an adverse effect. How lovely.
Kazel just tugs on Donovan's jacket. He's like, "What spell was that?"
What spell was that?
I don't know what spell that was, but something tells me it was of the wild variety. One that you don't want to be a part of.
Moo!
Kazel just writes that down in his little notepad.
Write that down, write that down!
I ain't been before, but I can see between my legs. Oh my god. Okay, so Raven, you walk into to all this chaos, what do you do?
What in the actual fuck?
My spell went
Happened.
wrong. Help!
Why did you try and cast?
You
I
do
was
remember.
curious.
You do remember that is one of our homeworks, yes.
Our homework's just to write about the spells, not to cast them.
Actually, it was to cast a spell and write about it.
Wait, was it?
Nope.
Yes.
You just had to research
No.
it and
I
write
was
about
gonna
it.
say. Oh.
No, it wasn't to cast it. It was literally just to research a cantrip and level 1 spell.
Well, he seemed interested in trying it, and he learned it well enough.
That's
That
not
doesn't
what
mean it
resistance does.
Well, first we need to fix him, and then I need to get Leanne and talk to all of you about something.
Yes,
Is there an
fix
inf-
me, but not in the
Is
way
there
you.
is there an infirmary on the campus that can deal with wild magic spells?
I don't think we need an infirmary. I think we need like a skilled cleric.
Don't we have a
Are you
cleric in the
planning?
room?
And are you planning any to insult to Alistair with that wording?
I don't think he could. I don't think Alistair can cure wild magic stuff currently. I meant no offense by it. However, sorry. He looks at the map and just thinks of a place to fix Zarius.
And looking at the map, you can see the university infirmary is not too far from the dorm rooms.
Just follow me. I'll pick up Leanne
Can I
on the way,
move my
guess.
head?
Yes, you could still freely move it. It's just limp and hanging off your shoulders.
Zarius,
So
pick up
I
your
see
head, I'll
upside.
pick
I see up. Okay, so I'm going to use my hands to adjust my head so I can at least hold myself.
All right. And Kazel, I'm assuming you're joining them to the infirmary.
I was gonna say while they're doing that, I guess one of us could go get Leanne.
Come with me.
Hello.
We can both get her together.
Sure. Sure. Kazel just gets up and just waits at the door while holding out his arm for Donovan.
To which, as I walk towards the door, you just see me turn into a miniature you. Ew. And we
Moo.
walk towards Anne's room.
Moo.
All right. I guess we'll start with Donovan, Kazel, and Leanne. I'm assuming y'all are going to knock on Leanne's door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going.
No, you're going to the infirmary with Raven.
We'll include Alistair in this just so he's not left behind. Leanne, Donovan and Kazel are knocking at your door. Do you go and answer it?
Who is it? I'm busy.
A bard art and his fighter friend, and having some important news for you.
That's it. Wait. I'm in the middle of something.
If that something also involves the life of your roommate, I sure hope it's important.
It doesn't, but it's still important.
Are you? And then Donovan just says bluntly out loud, making sure that it's possible for other people to hear. Are you on your period, my dear?
Bold of you to assume I have periods.
Bold of you to assume that a lady wouldn't still have bodily function, even for a blood mage.
Oh God, You can turn it. Oh no! Why did I think of that?
Cosmo starts to like tug on Donovan's jacket. Like, maybe we should just leave her be. She doesn't seem to want to come out.
Well, if she wishes, it's just for her roommate to possibly be in a life and death scenario. Oh, then that's just on her.
How do you know it's life and death? It hasn't even been a day.
Because
Probably just went
apparently,
home.
Raven was given something, not by a regular student, but by what looks to be a teacher, who apparently is the same teacher that is in the profession of a Raven, by what it looks like.
Oh, why isn't he doing anything about it? That should be his job, wouldn't it?
Because apparently he's not available.
Raven.
And there's no
Literally-
other faculty to do it?
Hold. Raven literally said none of this to them.
Yeah.
Raven didn't mention anything.
Yeah, so I don't know where you were getting this, but Raven literally did not mention a single word to any of them.
You didn't mention any of this. I literally looked at you holding a piece of paper.
Oh. So you just assumed. Got it.
Because, because something tells me that you decided to run off and do something that we probably didn't think about.
You know what? I want to say give me a perception check to see how well you notice the paper and what you notice on it.
Alright. That's 6.
Yeah, you just noticed he had a paper in his hand.
It's a piece of paper.
Hey, I mean, he could just say. He could just be, like, lying and didn't expect it to actually be true.
Man, I do have high deception and persuasion. Speaking
You're
of
just gonna
which,
lie.
may
You're
I
just gonna
use my
lie to me that my
persuasion?
roommate was kidnapped.
Speaking of which, may I use a persuasion to get this woman to get out of her damn room?
Just lie that, hey, your roommate's missing. What proof do you have?
I want to say sure. What's the contestant roll against persuasion?
Insight. It would be insight.
Insight.
All right, then roll persuasion against insight.
Oh wait, that's still advantage. Oh, I beat it anyways.
Actually, yeah, you're right, because it wouldn't be a 9, it would actually be 10 because of the thing that Bard has. Actually, hold on, let me look at it real quick.
I believe anything 9 and below becomes a 10.
That's
Mhm.
your College of Eloquence, right?
Yeah.
Silver tongue.
Oh.
Yes.
And yeah, let me re-roll that. Just in case.
Natural 1. Natural 1. Aw.
13. What does theirs turn into with a base 10?
Oh, wait. His turned into a
Probably.
16.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's probably like 16.
Wait, who's turned into a 16?
Well, if it got turned into base 10 because of the College of Eloquence ability, I don't know what it is. Then obviously he would still add his proficiency on top of that, so it should be like a 16.
Yeah.
Unless you have expertise in persuasion on top of that.
I mean, allow me to see, because I have.
Expertise. for Bard
Yep, I have
Heaven.
expertise.
Why
So
was
what's that, like
expertise not applied,
19?
though?
I was about to say,
Like
bards get
19.
expertise really early.
Yeah.
No, like, Rogue does as well, but, like, usually it would be applied to the check already.
Well, I didn't do that. I only just pressed it.
No, but, like, it's automatically applied if you chose, like, because I have expertise in stealth, so
Well, my
aid
thing
modifier
doesn't.
to it's already added.
Well,
No,
my
it does,
thing
it's
isn't.
not applying the silvery tongue.
Yeah.
It's not applying silvery tongue. It's not applying that either. My thing doesn't have that. It doesn't have it set up to where it adds all of those.
So I'm guessing Donovan won the contest.
Probably. Most likely.
Tee.
Okay, we're just gonna say Donovan won the contest then.
All right, what do you say to convince me?
What I could say to convince you is is well, if you don't want on to be if you don't want on to be blamed in the fact that a blind girl with a dragon pet, right, who just so happens to be your roommate, is missing off of campus, and if it bear in mind, just so happens that her blood or body is somewhere here deceased, then who do you think is going to point the finger at? Not saying that it'd be you, my dear. The royalty you have is definitely going to help you with leverage. Not like you already have rejected to every single person of the student body just by looks alone. So I'm sure you can handle this by yourself and continue on with your work. Which Donovan and then takes Kazel's hand and tries to slowly walk away.
You hear the door slam open behind you, and she just like jabs a finger in your face. He said, "You motherfucker!
I know
You
more
want to
than
sit
you.
here and insinuate that I had anything to do with her disappearance? It hasn't even been a day yet, and you dare insinuate that I would do such a thing."
You see, sweetie, that's the good things of bards. They know how to lie and get what they want with their words. After all, I just got you out of your room. Now come with me. You have nothing to do with her disappearance, and you're just as liable with helping us on this, considering and your reputation is very, very fragile. And the last thing I need is some foolish person to come in and try to throw you underweight.
Moo.
So join us and cover your name.
I do not have to come with you to cover anything. I will come with you to say that she is fine.
Well, let's see what Raven has to say, considering he probably wouldn't come to my room if he didn't have anything important.
And I'm assuming you all are heading to the infirmary now.
Yep.
All right. Zarius and Raven. Zarius, Raven, and Alistair have made it to the infirmary first.
I'm sorry. As a side note, Kazo, how do you feel about everything that just happened?
Yeah, as they were all yelling at each other, Kazuo was just like crouched down, hiding behind Donovan.
Aw.
He is very frightened at the loud noises.
If Raven were there, he probably would have taken thunder damage.
So Donovan, Kazel, and Leanne shortly follow. Leanne seeing Zarius's head hanging off of his shoulders. The nurse is there, very skilled clerics. They look at Zarius. Oh dear, what happened to him?
He tried to cast magic.
Cast magic? Is he not a spellcaster?
No. No,
Oh dear. Well, we'll see what we could do to get him fixed up right quick. And they put Zarius in an old-timey hospital bed. Other clerics surrounding him and using magic. As y'all see this, y'all see his head slowly reverting back to normal. But it might take a little bit.
Well, since everyone sans Zarius is here, we can
Zarius
probably
is
talk.
still within
Darius
earshot.
is here. He is here.
He's still there.
Well, I meant I didn't want the nurses or the clerics overhearing, but anyways, I assume you four, you five know of a certain professor that decided it would be fun to make me hide for a week. Well, first off, I joined his elective. Hopefully I live. Second off, I asked him to do something for me. He investigated the missing cases of Onyx and Sylvie. And what he found was that those two along with 4 other students, were not seen at the academy since the rave. At all. And he cannot find them because he is on an overseas trip. So he entrusted it to me. And he also said that if we miss a day, he'll give us an excuse when he gets back. So we won't have to worry about that.
Raven just sees Donovan with the world's biggest smile looking at Leanne.
And why would the professor make such a foolish choice to entrust us to a group of students?
Oh, well, he entrusted it to me. You're just the only people I know.
My statement still stands.
Because
I managed to hide from him for a week and also managed to find his office.
And yet there are
plus,
professors infinitely more powerful than you who would have this done under a day.
something tells me that trying to ask for a professor to do anything about this would probably be easier than actually asking and I'm gonna be real here for a second. It's like asking for the tuition and the tuition's offer is to actually give us the funds that we are using for our school. Well, that being said, we are the ones who seemingly have more free time than and the actual teachers seem to have.
Time doesn't mean a thing if your own students are in danger. Surely somebody somewhere has some initiative when it comes to something so threatening to the brand.
Puzzle just raises his hand slightly.
You don't need to raise your hand to speak.
Uh, if you ask me, I think we're more than capable of finding them.
Not my point. My point is that there is someone here who is infinitely stronger than any of us combined who could have this done much quicker than a group of students.
Are you trying to say that you have no absolute ability, Ellie, to actually look for that? Or are you just
Absolutely
trying?
not. I
Or
am plenty capable. It is
then why are
merely
you
not my place.
merely not your place? Yet here we are discussing this as if we are trying to look for a plan. And
I would not have been here had you not aggravated me as such.
aggravated you to actually make you witness the truth, which was almost close to exactly what I said.
And yet you had no basis for it. I shouldn't have trusted you to begin with.
Sometimes it takes a bit of intuition to wonder what the situation may be. Something that I would believe a lovely young woman would have. But it would seem her senses aren't sharpened.
Think of
Give it a
everything
week.
the
I would have
professors
picked
have
up.
to do. Would they have time to exit the academy and search for students on a wild goose chase when they need to teach us, which is much more important from, well, a job standpoint. And also, remember, this academy is known for this. If word got out that students went missing because a professor didn't attend a class, what do you think would happen to the school? Not so nice to think about, is it? But
What do you care about the school's reputation?
Like how you care about your own.
I care about my own livelihood. I couldn't give a damn if this school sinks or not.
well, I mean,
And yet,
also think of it like this. A, free exclusion. B, we can go get our other assignment done. Is that
We s-
good enough reason, Leanne? Or do I need to coerce you? Sorry, let my emotions get the better of me. Now then, are we going to search for them, or am I going to go out myself?
I'm going.
I'm not leaving you all behind to look for them. So I'm joining.
Anyone else?
Well, Alistair
wait.
and Zarius are
Alistair.
busy right now.
Yeah, so
Don't worry, Leanne. If you don't come, we won't tell anyone.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
I'm back.
Come back.
You'll
And
likely end
as
up in a-
Zarius miraculously comes back, the cleric's finished healing him and his head is back to normal.
Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna have to look at that book a little bit longer.
You may want to put a pause on that. It would seem that we're having a search. We are being offered a search mission.
I was just curious.
Curiosity, A seems to kill the cat, but not a bull. It would manage.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, the cat's missing, so I guess curiosity might have killed the cat.
Let's not get too dark here.
Oh, I was just trying to lighten the mood. I tend to not get serious like that.
Death is always serious, is my dear. But I do see what you attempted. Just don't quit your day job.
I don't have a day job.
It's an Never mind.
I have a night job, thank you.
Technicalities and jokes have flown over heads. Anyways, Zarius, will you be joining us on the search party?
Yes. Now that my head's back on my shoulders, yes.
Good, good.
Also,
I
Leanne,
guess-
I will say your cooperation would be heavily appreciated given that we may need to take something from Sylvie's room so
Huh?
I can track down her scent. What?
Well, he's a dog.
Wolf.
Same thing.
No, they aren't.
And Raven notices a tap on his shoulder. One of the clerics turns to you. I'm sorry, did you say some missing students? What were their names?
He shows the list.
Ah, one of these names is familiar.
Do tell.
Well, after the party, one of their not partners, but someone relating to them had got sick. You could find them in their dorm room. Here. And she hands you their dorm room number.
Well then, an already beautiful lead.
And before you asked, I already tried smelling around for Onyx. He hasn't. I don't have a scent on him from since the rave, and it's too muddled in the arena for me to find them. I assume the same will probably happen with Sylvie, but it'll be worth a try. But first, we should try that room.
Well, shall we make leadway? But I do have to admit, as Donovan then looks towards Leanne, um, words are a very powerful thing, making enemies or allies in seconds. I don't exactly want to make an enemy out of you, and I do apologize for the things that I may have insinuated. But you have to at least understand some of the truth in my words. If they are they were the ones with you. Other people outside of us would know, that they weren't with you. But they would believe that they probably returned with you, back to your room. And then they became missing after returning.
In that same token, suspicion would also fall on me because of Onyx.
So, this would be the best way to make sure that rumors and suspicions do not fall onto you two. I may have lied, But that part wasn't a lie.
I mean,
If you already have people who want you gone. If you let this actually happen, not only will this affect your time here at the school, you may be caused to put a problem to both your family name and especially your own lineage of your own right. One that'll be a blemish towards everything you've possibly worked for.
I'm pretty sure the only one here who wants me gone is the same person who gave me this task.
I don't mean you. I mean Leanne.
No,
When
it just sounded like you were talking to both of us.
well, you already seem to almost to be gone from your own actions, but I still don't want exactly anything bad happening to you either.
Listen, experimenting with poison is perfectly safe if you know what you're doing.
Not safe enough, clearly. But still, you can be mad at me all you want, Leah. And you can and despise me after all of this is over. But please, don't throw yourself under a bus just because you don't care, you simply don't care what other people think. Humans are fickle. Well, as a changeling, I know this. Being tossed out on the street after being realized that I am not human, multiple times in my youth, I've had many times where, even though I've built up a good reputation, people have found many ways to try and make me an enemy. And that was as moments after I was born. The last thing I need is for someone else to do that to someone else whom you may not want to believe, but I can see has some good in her that no one seems to want to look at. So, it is your choice if you wish to follow us. But I would hope you would consider making sure that no one has the right to sabotage you.
Also, this may sound weird, but I forgot what I was going to say.
Is that in
Oh,
character or?
no, that wasn't character. What was I gonna say? Ah,
Relatable.
yes. So, Sylvie, right? She seems to be the only person who wants to get close to you. This could spread. I know you're one for seclusion and all, but it's better having people be neutral towards you than having them dislike you. I know from experience. Anyways, we'll be heading to this room. Join us if you wish.
I follow.
That was
Donovan just takes Kazu's hand and walks with him as they walk toward the room.
So y'all are heading to Leanne and Sylvie's room. Well,
no.
No, to the room. The room with the lead.
hmm. Just because I'm waiting on something, let's go to. Let's just derail this a moment and head to Leanne and Sylvie's room.
Meanwhile, well, speaking of Leanne, where is Calica?
I don't know.
God, I love D&D because it allows me to get into character, which is something I'm really good at, but at the same time, I like black out half the time when I'm playing, when I'm in character. Like, I could not
Calico.
tell you anything Raven said last session.
So you just immediately forget everything. Noted.
Exactly.
Did Calico die on us?
Oh, I'm here. I was here the whole
Zeus for the
time.
drama.
Yeah, we're heading to your room.
Yes.
Okay, so what happens next?
Meanwhile, me. So how do you feel?
Do you
Oh,
want to
well.
talk about your problems? Why is Blast in here?
Surprise!
Blast?
Hello.
Oh, hi.
How are you, sweetie?
I'm doing alright. How about you?
I'm
Well,
existing.
I mean, my character is holding the
Good.
hand of a big, green and yellow lion man. So
He's living the life.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all are heading to the lead's room.
Yes.
Perfect. Blast. Your character
Hmm.
notices a knock at the door. Do you go to open it?
Yes, I do.
Wait, is Blast joining the party?
Blast is the first guest star of the series.
we
Yippee!
So feel free to introduce your character, describe them.
Alright. So, my character is an air genasi who seems to wear very loose, flowy clothing. And her hair is down to her shoulder blades and seems to move about as she moves, as if being lighter than air, in a sort of way.
Oh my god, are you a Fire Emblem dancer?
Sing with.
No.
Shut up.
She is about 5'7", and she has little markings that are all over her body that you would probably see of a air genasi usually.
So did we not knock first, or?
Y'all
No, you
knocked.
did. I mean, you're the one leading the way.
I don't remember knocking.
And if I'm correct, she ends up seeing all of you at her front door, at her door.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, hello.
Hello. So
Hi.
we just want to ask you something. Um, so do you know any of these people? He says, showing the list.
She looks at the list, scanning for a second before uh, her eyes pause at a single name. Phelan. And do you know where she is?
We're actually on a search for her.
That's what we're trying to figure out, actually. But
I,
you're our current best lead.
I haven't seen her in at all in a while. I usually we don't
Rave.
go too far from each other.
The rave.
Before or we continue, mind if we come in?
Oh,
Yeah, of course. And she moves out of the way, holding the door out for all of you to come in.
well, I enter.
I do.
Yep. Yeah.
Did the Leanne decide to join us?
Yes.
Yay! Emo emotional manipulation worked.
That's crazy.
God.
Please don't quote me on that.
I am going to quote you on that.
Emotional manipulation word. It's Raven 2024, 2025.
So you all enter their room. What does the room look like?
The room itself seems to be fairly modest. There are two beds, one for the character that you're just meeting and who you believe to also be their sister, Valen. There are a couple of banners on the wall, especially two that are sandwiched between, not sandwiched between, sandwiching a window between them. Those banners, those two banners specifically being of the symbol that some of you may know of as Duskmore.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So, on the night of the rave, um, sorry, we heard something about you, one of you being left with the nurses. Do you remember anything suspicious happening with her before that moment?
Um, no, I don't remember anything odd about it. Um,
By the way, Jay, real quick.
Yes.
So, do I notice anything strange smelling with my 20 natural perception? Or passive perception?
I'd say no, because they're air genasi.
Okay.
Mm.
They're
Hey,
air.
it's worth asking.
They are the wind, anyways.
I am the storm that is a pro.
Oh my god.
God.
Where's a plastic lawn chair?
It's literally, where is it?
Where's the
I'm a-
plastic lawn chair in your room, Blast?
it's plastic launcher. Wild.
But, again, up to the moment you last saw them, was there any suspicious behavior, anything strange going on?
Um, with my sister, there was nothing all that strange. I know at some point she started feeling a little faint, but outside of that, I didn't see anything strange going on.
Do you know of anyone else that felt faint?
Uh, no, I'm not too socialized with most other people. I tend to stick to myself and my sister.
So, the story is you and your sister were at the rave. She suddenly started feeling faint. So you dropped her off at the nurse's office, presumably, but she never came back to her room. Correct?
Yes, that was the last time I saw her.
Hmm.
So she went missing somewhere between here and the nurse's office then. Which is strange. Because there's not a lot of distance between those two places. So the fact there's no witnesses. No, I must be getting ahead of myself.
Do you think it was some sort of magic that took her away?
Well, one explanation would be the 6 people on this list were mind controlled and left the school. But I don't like reaching to conclusions like that. It's too early for that. It'd be much easier if we could pinpoint the exact trace of to see if there's magic, but with how much was going on at this school, It'd be very difficult, especially because presumably she went missing outside the nurse's office, which is already a place that has a lot of magic near it, because treatments.
Which, upon hearing this, Donovan then has an idea. To which he takes out the paper that is the map of the school and says out loud, I'm looking I'm looking for something along the lines of a watch room or security staff room.
The map takes you. The map points out a route to the university security office, which is located on the first floor of the main building where most of your classes are held.
Hey, Jay, quick question.
Yes.
Does the paper have Professor Jake's signature on it?
There is a signature, but it doesn't say Professor Jake.
Fuck. I was gonna try and use that to say, yeah, we have clearance to enter here.
No. But
there is someone else you know that could give you this clearance.
Well, off to the headmaster we go.
So y'all wish to head to Headmaster Cairo's office?
I wish to immediately go to the security room.
Can I come with you?
Yes, of course. Donovan. If we just tried to approach without sufficient permission, it'd be very strange. And besides, Jake unfortunately didn't sign this paper, so we don't have permission from him. So the next easiest one to get it from would be the headmaster.
Well, yes, but you don't know whether we might run into somebody who could know this while we're on the way. More eyes means more information.
Should we split up? If so, then probably be something like you, Kazu, and Blast. What's your character's name?
You guys never asked.
Y'all never did ask.
What's your name?
My name's Aurora. Aurora Duskwalker.
Moo.
Donovan, Kazu, and Aurora should probably go to the security station, and then I'll go with Zarius and Leanne to the headmaster.
Well, Alistar's just chilling.
Alistair's with. I would just say Alistair's with Zarius.
Alistair's vibing on the astral plane.
Yes, because he's busy with the puppy. Okay, so y'all split off.
Yep.
Split the party!
Interesting. All right, we'll start with the group heading to the headmaster's office. Do y'all choose to knock on his door?
Yes.
You hear a voice echo through the door. Come in.
I enter.
Same.
Upon entering, you see Headmaster Cairo rummaging through some papers, and he looks up at all of you. Ah, some familiar faces. You're lucky it's my designated office hours. Come in, come in.
Yep.
Close the door.
Can we have permission to enter the security office?
Security office? On what grounds?
Well, kind of an assignment for me, and, he shows him the list. These 6 may be missing.
Missing? Excuse me?
Based on information from him, these 6 haven't appeared in class all day since the rave.
This is not good. Well, if Professor Jake assigned this test to y'all, then he has some faith that you will all get this done. Unfortunately, he is away.
He just gave me the paper. He never said I had to do it, but he just said, I believe he said he trusts me with it. I can't quite remember at this point.
Well, word cannot get out about this. And I would love to assist you all, but I am very busy trying to keep this university in running order.
Exactly as I thought. If you
Fine.
just sign on the back of this paper for permission, we'll go meet up with our friends over there.
Yes, yes, you all have my permission. And he signs the paper. And once you find these students, please let me know and I will compensate you all somehow.
Okay.
And he hands you the signed paper.
Can then my reward be a alchemist kit?
You'll have to discuss that with him. Or are you asking him that?
Yes, I am.
An alchemist kit.
Please.
Can you wait until we actually find them?
Sure, the young bull can get an alchemist kit
Moo.
upon completion
Yay.
of this.
Well then, let's head to the security office. By the way, is there security between the nurse's office and the dorms?
Are you asking Headmaster Cairo or the DM?
Headmaster.
Yes, they are on the way between the two. Everything is genuinely not that far, even though the university seems to be infinitely large.
How does a student go missing between the nurse's office and entering her room?
I wish to find out the same.
I always love a good mystery. So I guess it's time for the fun to begin.
Yes.
And he starts just like speed walking to the security office, not running.
And
Because
we'll move on to the group that's in the security office if everyone else is following Raven.
Are you Leanne?
So those in the security office, what do you do?
Immediately, Donovan and is looking to speak to one of the security officers that are there.
A young, well, not young, a middle-aged tabaxi woman looks at you. Yes, what can I help you with?
Hi, I wanted to know if we could speak with the security officer that were here when the raid was happening.
The rave? Do you mean the two officers in that were checking people in?
Yes.
1 second. And she goes in the back and yanks the two guards by their coats. Here they are. All right, what do you need with them? What did you two do? And she smacks them upside the head. It's clear that they're afraid of her, as if she was the chief or the head of this.
Oh, God.
My lady, it's fine. I mean, they've not done anything wrong with their work. We only wish to ask some questions.
All right, then, ask away. And she pulls out a chair and sits in it, just watching the whole conversation.
Well, Donovan then looks towards the two people. To whom may I refer to you two as?
Zarius.
One of their names is David, and the other is Jonathan.
I knew that.
Well, Sir Sir Jonathan. Have you two noticed anything strange during the time of the rave? Mostly near the ending part where people were dispersing.
No, not really. Everything seemed to be fine. Did something happen?
Well, to put bluntly, about two people of our group, and a third, the lovely young lady, that is with us, Aurora, are missing their roommates, along with three other people.
Missing people, huh?
They have
I had a couple reports of this today, but we didn't think it was anything too suspicious. And this is when Raven's group arrives into the security office.
Well, by what we've been told, along with a list, is that good timing. Our friend and has told us about from one of the teacher Ers.
I think saying the name of the professor would be enough to convince you it's real. Professor Jake, ring any bells?
The tabaxi lady stands up. Professor Jake, huh?
Yeah.
What is that sly dog doing now?
He has confirmed that these 6 students haven't been seen since the night of the rave.
Really
If he shows
now?
up. And we have also gotten permission from the headmaster to be here because there's something I want to check. Specifically, around the end of the rave between the nurse's office and the dorms.
Interesting. Well, I'll take your word for it if it's Professor Jake. Especially because he knows what he's doing. I know him way too well. He used to be my ex.
He had a girlfriend?
Do you
Don't read into it too much.
Me looking at Donovan looks at Brave is like, are you surprised?
Why would anyone want to get close to him?
You're the only one who thinks he doesn't have the ability to love.
I could just hear Kazuo
Have
dying.
you interacted with him?
Have you thought more than just
I'm not here, ignore me.
Have you thought of anything besides someone's knife at your neck?
Oh, because that's what all I was taught to think when I was young.
Well, I'm sorry, my dear, but there is more trust in the world than you think. Anyways, enough of your messes. Can we please go and look?
If you two
Yes,
are done
yes.
bickering, come in the back. Let's look at the cameras. You two, and she points at Jake and Joseph. Go patrol the campus or something. And the two leave out, leaving you all to the back of the room. Alright, you said the night of the rave between the nurse's office and the dormitory?
Yes.
Yes. Specifically, we're looking for anything that may include Madame Aurora and her sister.
More specifically, we were looking for someone exiting the nurse's office after she drops her sister off.
Alright. Going to roll on this. So, the head of security pulls up a bunch of magical cameras showing footages of different hallways, corridors. You all see an old video of Aurora taking her sister to the infirmary and leaving out very late. So she fast forwards the video and it shows Aurora going back to pick up her sister before the camera seems to bug out. Huh. Weird.
Aurora?
It looks like you picked her up. Did you?
I never went back for her.
Wait, you never went back for her?
I was never notified that she was doing any better.
Well then.
Uh,
We know this
Could
is
we,
Donovan because he was asleep at the time.
why would you
But-
immediately say me?
Because obviously some sort of shapeshifting was used, and my first thought is to clear someone's name.
Well, I thank you for that, but that feels a bit insulting. Anyways, if this is a changeling or some of the sort, we're going to need to look into anyone who has the ability to morph into other people.
Well, first
Animals may be excluded, though.
they'll
Well-
have a scent.
Kazuo just raised his hand again.
Yes. No, you don't have to raise your hand to speak.
Well, do you guys remember the first day that the first night that we stayed here, those two guys that we caught?
I
You
doubt
think
they're
it has? You think it might have something to do with the druids?
They're druids, not shapeshifters into people. They shapeshift into animals. Besides, what would they want with Onyx?
He just shrugs.
DM, may I roll a check based on how much I know about druids?
I guess that would be flat intelligence.
Flat intelligence? All right, let's see if I am smart.
or is he the himbo?
Knock on wood on this. And that's a flat 10 right down the line, right down the middle.
With a flat 10, you know druids are often known for their shape-shifting abilities, as well as being proficient in different types of weapons. Outside of that, you can't recall much about them in detail.
All I know is that they know how to shapeshift into animals, and they like nature.
Hold on. There's another moment I want to check.
And that would be?
He starts. There's a specific person I'm looking for, and he starts describing Onyx. We're looking for this person leaving the rave.
Okay, let's take a look. She goes through the video feed of the arena. A lot of flashing lights, a lot of people dancing. She fast forwards to the end where people are leaving and moving out.
Do we see Sylvie on the camera as well?
Neither Onyx nor Sylvie were shown to leave the arena.
Were they still in it, or were they just not in it at all?
They were in it, but with the crowd of students at the party, it became harder to see.
So we have no proof of them leaving?
That's correct.
I don't know what these other three look like. Wait! Dragons carry a unique... I may be able to track Sylvie by her dragon. But that's a stretch.
Well, you said that they were at the nurse's office. Why don't you try checking there again?
It was a nurse who led us to stop our first lead in the first place.
Yeah, that was the first place we went because a certain someone tried to mess with magic without knowing how to cast magic. He death glares Zarius. I won't be saying who.
What?
Though.
That being said, Ed, question, madam.
Yes.
You wouldn't happen to have any sort. You wouldn't happen to have two specific things. One, a list of people that could be who are listed as changelings or any other shape-shifting beings in the school, for one, and two, the images of the other three missing students we are looking for.
With how big this university is, I wouldn't be surprised if there were multiple of you changelings, but I could give you the student information of those that are missing. And you see her head to a file cabinet specifically labeled freshman. And she opens the drawer, and the drawer stretches. Yes.
It stretches.
The drawer stretches infinitely long.
Ooh.
I want. Let's see. I'm gonna roll D7 for this.
My God.
I want Donovan to roll me a dexterity save.
Why me?
Ugh.
15.
With the 15, you nearly dodged the incoming file cabinet as it stops right next to you. And the tabaxi officer rummages through the files of different freshmen before pulling out the 3. Oh, here we go. Also, sorry about that. You know, we have to have magic file cabinets for how many of y'all there are at this school.
Considering you have a magic, we have a magic dorm room building, I'm not quite surprised by this.
Oh, don't get me started on the dorm rooms. There's a student that likes to jump out of a window every year.
How do y'all get them out?
Don't worry about it. The details won't matter. Just don't jump out of them.
Raven does the like finger point up and then the like, wait, they're right. He's like, wait, why would anyone wait? I almost did that.
Mm,
Concern.
He doesn't say it
Meanwhile,
though.
meanwhile, Donovan then takes a look at the images. Is the three other missing people?
So with this, I'm going to throw this in resources. Not only do you have the images of them, but you also have their selected covens. And I'm going to post this in the resources channel. Alric is a light-skinned man with flowing blonde hair, usually tied in a ponytail, and blue eyes.
Oh god, he has blonde hair and blue eyes. No wonder he got kidnapped.
God, shut up.
Stop.
That's wild. Valen
Probably tried to call
Duskroom.
911 instead of 911.
Valen Duskroom is an androgynous-looking tiefling who has red and black skin and horns that kind of curve towards the front. His eyes are golden. And Kayla Brightsong is a rather small-looking dragonborn. He is... Damn, I forgot the dragonborn colors. Let's say he's a black dragonborn with glowing green eyes.
Poison?
Sure.
Black. Yeah.
You know, I
No,
have green
black
eyes
is
too.
acid. It is different.
Acid?
Black is
I'm tickling
acid.
his
It is
pickle.
not poison.
Acid grenades!
And
Well,
as
we have a light skin and a black.
Gee.
And as you all are given these files, the officer looks at you again. Looking at that video feed, I would try checking the nurse's office again. And once you're done there, probably check the arena. I don't know. This is weird. Students don't go missing here. Usually, we're just here for like the weird petty things like those two druids you guys were talking about.
Oh, you mean the perverts?
Yes, they were already reported.
They weren't registered sex offenders? That's surprising.
No, but they are currently taking courses, or else they would face expulsion.
Makes sense. Well then, do we want to split up again to check both places at once?
Would seem so. So,
Last time?
maybe best.
I mean, it makes sense because me and Leanna are related to the people who went missing in the arena. And Aurora is related to the one who went missing by the infirmary.
Well, you
And then
go. Well,
you and
your
Tom.
group goes, as you say, to the arena. We'll take Aurora to the nurse's office and look.
Where should we reconvene?
Meet in front of the dorm.
Understood? And Raven starts heading to the arena.
That being said, Aurora then. I mean, not Aurora. Donovan then walks to Aurora and asks them something. Question: do you happen to have an image of your sister?
Oh, me and my sister are twins. We look fairly similar. I don't have an image of her, I'm sorry.
It's fine. If you say you're twins, then. To which Donovan then immediately shapeshifts into Aurora. This should do nicely to finding out and just asking questions of your sister.
I was about to say damn insensitive, but like, your sister's missing turns into your sister.
Is that what I look like?
Beautiful, aren't you?
She's for trying to find the words.
Which Donovan then just bows as Donovan takes Kazu's hand again and walk the three of them to the nurse's office.
And as y'all arrive back at the nurse's office, she looks at Donovan and Kazuo, and I'm guessing Leanna's joining y'all, or is it just Aurora?
Leanne's
just
going
Aurora,
to
I
the
think.
arena with us.
All right,
I'm going with 2.
you going? Okay. She looks at you two. Well, she looks at Kazuo. Weren't you just here? Also, you two, looking at Aurora and Donovan. I see y'all found each other? She says with a question face.
Oh, I'm not her sister. As a matter of fact, that act is precisely why we're here. Apparently, by what we've seen, Aurora apparently came back to the nurse's office to pick up her sister, but she actually doesn't remember or knows at all about going back to this nurse's office to get her sister. If that's the case, was there any nurse on staff that saw this happen?
That's actually funny because this young lady picked up her sister last night. Did you not?
No, not at all. I was fast asleep.
Well,
Be right back.
all right. Well, I'm the only one available that was here last night. The other nurses have the day off.
Was there anything being particularly strange about what happened when the Aurora you saw came to pick up her sister?
Because there wasn't cameras.
Nothing out of the ordinary. She seemed to be in a bit of a haste to get your sister out of there. And she takes a closer look at you two. In fact, the person that looked like you was a little shorter than you are now. But almost spot on details.
A little shorter? But I'm not, but in my image, I'm about, just as tall as her. Well, yeah, actually, I'm about taller than her. Changelings can't change their height from anything bigger or smaller than what they actually are. And those who can't and must be very skilled in changing their image. If that person was smaller than the Aurora over here, then that has to mean it was a shapeshifter on campus.
A shapeshifter on campus? We have quite a few students, but what student would actually go out of their way to transform into a freshman and take them away?
We had two students who tried to peek in on students as rats, and they were druids. Something tells me that there's more or to these people who attended this year than anything.
This seems to be a very weird semester.
Question. Are all the people that are missing freshmen?
Back, by the way.
There are
Yes,
more
no,
students
they're
missing?
all freshmen.
There's about 6 of them. 2 of them are people that we know, and the other one is, of course, the sister of Madame Aurora.
Hmm. Well, I will say, whoever did come to pick up your sister accidentally dropped something, and she
What
pulls
did
out a folded paper and hands it to Donovan.
Donovan immediately opens the paper.
Upon opening it, you notice it's a bunch of circles and lines, much like a crop circle. I want you to give me an Arcana check. Or rather,
Oh,
well, give me an investigation check first.
oh, pleasant. That's a 21.
Oh, well, hell.
What's 9 plus 10?
With the nat 20, you immediately recognize that this is a spell circle. Like,
Oh,
spot on, it is a spell circle that you've seen before, so I will let you roll Arcana with advantage now.
Wouldn't it be funny if he knows the spell as well? Like, it's in his spell list.
That's
Who
a
knows?
22.
Oh, yeah, you needed that advantage. With the 22, you know that this spell circle is a summoning circle, typically used to summon beings of higher entity or higher entity. I don't know if that's the word I wanted.
Higher power.
Yes, higher power. Thank you.
Oh, good lord.
What seems to be wrong? The nurse looking at Donovan.
We need to find them now. Oh, Image immediately. Donovan then takes about as then you have shown me something very important. Thank you, madam. But we need to leave now. We need to find them this instant.
You know, Donovan yelling loud enough would probably make Raven able to hear it, I'm realizing.
Well, he's polite. Anyways.
Hey.
Aurora then immediately, not Aurora, Donovan immediately he takes the hands of both Aurora and Kazel, well, and heads out. But he then explains and exactly what that was on that paper, or to the 2 of them.
Well, all right then. We're going to move over to those exploring the arena. What's it that you all do upon entering the arena, noticing it's empty since classes are over for the day?
Well, I go look at the exits.
All right, give me investigation.
Oh, I can't use my silly passive investigation.
I swear to God.
It's not even a 20. It's only like 19.
Kicks you. Just make the roll.
And this is why I don't like making rolls. It ends up like this.
It's perfectly fine. The DC was low.
Okay.
Upon investigating the exits, you notice that they all look perfectly normal, as if nothing happened at all. Of course, there's a little vomit on one of them from the party, but outside of that, that's about it.
He goes to try and climb up the arena walls to see if he can see anything from a higher point of view. Serious, could
Roll
you
me.
assist me with this?
Of course.
All right, then. Give me athletics or acrobatics with advantage since he's assisting.
Do a flip.
Don't do a flip.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Oh wow.
Oh, y'all are getting it with the net 20s. All right, you managed to easily climb up top of the arena
Last
without
session
any
was 3 nat
issues.
1s. This session's nat 20s.
I mean, we had a nat 1 and a happen, so don't count your stars yet.
Okay, but all 3 of the nat 1s were mine. So,
So now you're at the top of the arena. What do you choose to do?
well, I look around the arena, like, interior first, from my point of view. To see if there's anything that seems suspicious from up there.
All right, roll me investigation with advantage since you're higher up.
Yippee.
Natural 1. Natural 1. Natural 1.
Please, no.
I don't
Okay,
think
that's a
you-
16. Oh god, there was a nat 1 in there.
You almost had your way.
Thank god that wasn't like an unlucky roll.
Don't
know what?
say anything.
I was gonna say, don't say that out loud.
I was thinking about it, but I'm not. With
Don't
a
be a
16,
The chances I roll another nat 1.
Stop talking.
with a 16, looking around the arena, you notice. Oh, hydrate. I'll do that after. You notice that a lot of the party was cleaned up before classes. So right now, the remnants of the arena are various weapons from a class that was after y'all's. And outside of the weaponry, you notice a few open doors.
He tries and signal to Leanne and Zarius about the doors.
Okay.
What about the doors? How do you signal us?
I mean,
Good question.
I just say it and like point to them. Could you check out those? Nothing else seems out of place here besides just odd. How could anywhere from 2 to 5 students and a pet dragon go missing?
Well, if you were investigating the outer area, I would be probably searching the floor for any traces of either, assuming there might have been a struggle. Sylvie's walking stick, or in the case that Ember might have been involved, a red pseudo-dragon scale. While retracing the steps from the party that we took from the party.
All right, roll me investigation.
Ooh. 17.
Oh yeah.
I was hoping you'd roll the nat 1.
No.
What is with y'all in that ones?
We wish bad luck upon each other.
Interesting. With the
Well,
16,
possibly upon me. Sorry.
They want the wild magic.
with the 17, my bad. With the 17, you notice something shimmering in the ground in the distance. Actually, let me put the map on for the arena. You notice something shimmering in the ground in the distance. Something red in the dim light of the afternoon. Do you go to pick it up?
Yes, I do.
Upon picking it up and a closer inspection, you notice that it perfectly matches the same color as Sylvie's dragon. And not further away, you notice some silver hair on the ground as well.
She turns back up. It's like, Wolf Boy, I found something you might be able to track.
My name's Raven, Dark Elf.
Oh.
And he hops down.
Crazy work.
Please. Also, please don't yell. I have sensitive ears.
I'm sorry, you were all the way on top of the arena. I don't know
And I
how
could hear
sensitive
you.
your ears are.
I could have heard you perfectly fine if you had used a normal speaking voice. Anyways,
Thanks for the information.
the
anyways,
scale
yeah.
and the hair, please.
Scale from Ember and hairs from Sylvie. Think you can do anything with these?
Well, sniff time. So, what do I do for rolling to track those? I assume like perception, because that based.
If you're actively looking for them, that would be investigation with it. But I'll still give you the advantage.
Hey Jay,
Yeah.
would you like a little bit of help figuring out what skill checks would be needed?
Yeah.
So when it comes to tracking stuff, it would be things like survival.
Oh.
I also have proficiency in survival, I'm pretty sure, so.
I mean, do you want to go with investigation or survival?
I mean, it would have been a 20 total if it was survival instead.
Right. We're just gonna work with this. With
I'm pretty sure I would have passed either way.
yeah, with the 21, you could actually make out the scents. They're somewhat stale since it's been almost 24 hours and there have been classes in this arena. But you could smell faint remnants that they're still here.
Like, how close here?
You wouldn't know.
Well, I just follow the scent.
Hmm.
If I can.
Even though it's masked by other students being in the arena.
I try and follow the scent as best I can, mainly trying to focus on embers. Because that one will be distinct.
Following Ember scent, you are led to the other half of the arena where it seems to be cut off completely. But your nose picks up something else. It picks
What's
up
that?
the scent of a different dragon.
Why do I... No. Does the scent go, like, beyond the wall?
Nope. The scent seems to be still within the arena.
Well, I try and track the new scent.
The new scent takes you around in circles, almost as if it was a pattern of how this person walked around during the party. But it seems like it never left the arena to begin with.
There was a dragonborn on that list of students, wasn't there?
I believe so. Why do you ask?
There's 2 dragon scents in here.
Where do they go?
Ember led me to the...
Two
Ember scent led me to this one, but it just seems to go in circle. I'm fine.
Are you okay?
I'm
Are
fine.
you?
Yeah, sorry. I'm not dying.
Oh,
It should sound like you are.
Sorry, dust got on my nose. It just seems to be going in circles no matter how much I follow it. But he never... What if they were drawing something? Using the arena?
But didn't you say that the professor said they never left?
Exactly my point. What if they used the arena as some sort of, I don't know, circle. He tries
Rotation
to
circle, perhaps.
he tries to track Sylvie's scent next to see if he can track it to an unmuddled. He tries to like discern it as much as possible and track it to see what he can glean from that.
Sylvie's scent is most potent in the area where you all had the dance battle, because that seems to be where she spent the most time during the party. Outside of that, they're extremely faint and almost non existent in certain areas. Donovan, Kazuo, and Aurora, where do you all go?
You're going immediately to the arena,
Even though y'all agreed to meet at the
Yeah.
dorm room?
This to
We
Donovan
can go there
is of
first.
extreme emergency.
Why do I hear urgent tidings playing in my head?
Alright then. Y'all shortly arrive at the arena, noticing Raven sniffing around.
Raven, we need to talk.
Let me guess, something interesting came up?
If by interesting you mean our six missing people might be used for a blood summoning ritual, yes.
Summoning circle. Wait a minute. The dragon, the dragonborn went missing. That went missing here. It was relatively. Jay, how fresh was it?
It was pretty fresh, but also it's being masked because of the classes that were held in the arena.
There was a relatively fresh dragon scent here that wasn't embers. All they did was walk around in a circle. And he repeats the motion and he like walks the path of the scent. You don't think they could be planning to use the arena as a spell circle?
This is a big enough place for something as big as a god to have entry here.
Now the problem comes, where would they hide them?
What if they're not hiding? What if it was a teleportation circle?
It's not. I trust Donovan on this one.
To which Donovan then immediately shows the paper or he was given by the nurse. This summoning circle, well, is all too familiar. I know what happens when someone uses this. If this goes forth, or either or the world is going to have a new visitor that it cannot hold, or this school is going to be in flames by the end of the night,
Hey,
if they do this now.
hey Jay.
Yes.
Weird question. Do I smell any blood?
No. But I did roll on something, and I will say this. A random paper from the stands of the arena flies within the breeze, smacking Aurora in the face.
Wow.
She pulls it off her face to look at the paper.
The paper shows the list of students as if they were targets, the handwriting extremely unfamiliar to you or to anybody else.
This is a list of names.
In fact, the list had more than just those missing students' names, but their names in specific have check marks by them.
They don't have all they need. Well, I don't know that yet, sorry.
It, it looks like they're going down the list of people, and I guess whoever's next is their next target.
What does the list say?
She hands it to you.
Well, Jay, what
The
does
li-
it say?
The next name on the list is Donovan's name.
Well, at least we know who we have to protect.
Oh,
Donovan.
oh,
Or you miss a
lovely.
Kazu, you are not to leave his side ever.
Puzzle just
Good.
grabs Donovan and just holds him tightly to his chest.
Now, Raven, what's your passive perception again?
20.
Yeah. The 20
Yeah.
beats what I just rolled. Okay. You pick up on an extremely familiar scent with the paper. It's Onyx's. But you know this is not his handwriting.
Hey, is Onyx's name on the list?
Onyx's name is in fact on the list with a check mark next to it.
Could it be that Onyx? This is me saying set a character. By the way, could it be that Onyx basically he left this leave this paper for somebody to catch it?
How
Hmm.
fresh is the scent?
The scent is extremely fresh.
They're nearby. And he just starts following the scent.
Well, I better meet I better meet my would-be kidnappers sooner rather than later.
The scent takes you to one of the empty doors that's in the arena, leading you inside of an equipment room where a lot of the swords, shields, javelins, any of the weaponry used for the education for the classes are stored here. Onyx's scent, along with Sylvie and Embers, seem to be strongest here, but they stop here.
On guard. Onyx, Sylvie, and Ember were all in here. Incredibly strong. But it ends. So therefore...
Could
And
it be?
he looks
Could it
around the room, trying to see if there's anything hidden.
Give me an investigation check.
I figured you'd say that. 14.
Anybody else would like to roll investigation, or just
Yes.
Raven?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a 13.
It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20!
And I'm assuming Aurora would also like to roll investigation.
Sure, why not? First roll of the night for me.
We might see combat this session.
So where am I rolling this exactly?
Nope. 3.
You could just roll it in roll 20 and tell me the roll.
Oh right, I forgot to join in on the roll 20.
I mean, not roll 20 and beyond. You don't have to
Lord.
take this
I'm
time
joining
to.
anyways.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord have mercy. Who knew having a good sense of smell would come so in handy?
There he is.
Check it.
Yeah.
Take it.
Oh yeah, by the way, Raven has his weapon drawn. Like, he is ready to fight if the need arises.
Oh, immediately? Alright.
No, like, specifically he has, what did I call it? Yeah, he has Crow's Feather out, which is his rapier.
Oh, so that's a 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
just a 10.
Raven, Donovan, and Leanne, upon investigating the room, excuse me, you notice on one wall by the weapons, it seems to have a weird indent, as if it was like a secret hidden door.
Well then. Hey, Zarya, should you press here for me?
Sure. I start pushing as hard as I can.
It doesn't seem to budge.
I
It seem
pull.
it also doesn't budge. It seems something is needed to open this.
Does it feel like a door?
It definitely does feel like a door.
Hey, Zarius, wanna see if you can punch it?
Zarius looks back at you and smiles wide. I will back up 20 feet.
I'll give you 5 GP if you do.
Lower my head, and I will charge right at it, attempting to break it.
Okay. Roll me a flat d20.
Oh no.
I will use my inspiration.
Go for it.
Well-
So roll with advantage.
Yeah, shouldn't you roll first and then decide if you're using inspiration?
Well, that is normally how that works, but
Yeah.
All right, here goes. So a flat d20, right? So
Hey, at least it's not me doing it.
this is basically just a luck check.
Does he have a luck issue?
that's a
Oh,
natural
that's
20.
Natural 20.
Whoa.
Yo, let's go.
Move.
Let's go.
You know, if this wasn't a natural 20 and if it was above a 9, I was gonna say your head got stuck, but your head doesn't get stuck. Instead, as you headbutt the door, your horns hit a random button in it, just opening it up.
It just clicks the door.
With no issues.
I just clap and give him 5 GP. Great job. I am now
Moo.
subtracting the 5 GP from my inventory.
I take the 5 gold. Moo.
Well, with the standing ovation and out of the way, it looks like we have something interesting hiding here.
Everyone combat ready? I sure hope so.
As y'all look into the doorway,
Moo.
you notice it's a very dark looking staircase that goes down.
Dark vision.
Alright, who all has dark vision?
I
I
do.
do.
It's lesser dark.
I do.
I do.
I don't.
I don't.
Okay, everyone who has it, just type I do in the Roll20 chat. So that it's easier.
Okay,
I should
so
also specify. That's what mine is. 'Cause
so
there's,
4 out of 7 y'all have dark vision. Okay, I'm assuming y'all would lead the party down the staircase.
I say Kazul does it.
Wow. Okay.
I'm fragile.
Why don't I make the literal tank of a bull be the one to lead?
He
Can't see. He can't see.
I mean, hang on. I have a lantern, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pull out my lantern and light it.
Imagine needing a lantern, like God. Also, that
Fuck
won't
you.
be handy if, because I don't think you can have your weapon out with a lantern if you're wielding a two-handed weapon.
Dual hand, dual wield. If he's
Dual
strong
wield-
enough to
no,
hold
he's
one.
dual wielding the lantern.
For now, though, actually, I got it. So, DM, question:
Yes,
does the handle of the lantern have a loop?
I would assume so.
I know exactly what you're about to do. And it is in character, I think.
It is very much in character.
I put the lantern on my horn.
Yup.
That works.
Does that not hurt?
Move.
Well, I guess he can take the front. Kazul, would you like to take the back? Nice to have a rear guard still.
I pull out my great axe.
Queen.
What should our formation be in the line? Because, like, it's Zarius front, but I guess I should go second. Calico, are you more of a caster or?
Ranged,
Mm,
Okay, yeah, then
like
you
much
or
like
Donovan.
mid range.
You and Donovan should probably be around the middle then.
So with Alistair, he's also a caster.
Okay,
So
I'll go behind Kazul then, because I'm like the only other melee.
What about me?
I mean Zarius. Oh my god, he's alive! Hi! We're trying to stop a god from reviving.
You're trying to stop a what? I'm sorry?
To catch you up to
Trying to-
speed, they were investigating the missing students because apparently there were 6. Donovan realized that they might be used for an arcane ritual summoning, and now y'all found
figured
a
out-
staircase,
And we also figured out Donovan was the next target.
and y'all beat D&D's greatest enemy, a door.
Listen, it was worth all 5
Fuck
GP for that
door up.
show
I earned 5 gold pieces.
by rolling a nat 20.
Hey, they have to say using. They say use your head.
No,
didn't-
Lord Jesus.
And now y'all are figuring out an order in which y'all go down the staircase.
I will go behind the leader.
So, DM question:
Yes.
does the lantern emit 20 feet of bright light or 30 feet of bright light?
I thought it was 30 feet of dim. Or 30 feet bright, 30 feet dim.
Thought it
Like
was
that's
20
dark
feet bright, 20 feet dim.
Let me
Oh.
actually search this up.
Is
Yeah,
just
is it
worse
20 or
lesser-
30? Is what I'm trying to figure.
It might just be worse lesser dark vision, because lesser dark vision is 30-30.
You have a normal hooded lantern, right?
Yes.
30 feet bright light, 30 feet dim light.
So
Nice.
it's lesser dark vision, the item.
All right, so I will. All right, so it's 30 feet bright and 30 feet dim then.
Yeah, so you could basically see up to about 60 feet.
Let's get this choo-choo train on the road. Before I die. Like IRL.
All right, what do we see?
As you're
Stairs.
going down the staircase, you notice it takes a very long time to reach the bottom of it. It would take y'all about 6 to 10 minutes to reach the bottom.
Oh wow, that's a long stairway. Is there anything unusual along the walls or the ceiling as we descend?
Nope.
Anything at all?
Nothing. I'm gonna have to move this map in here.
All right, I guess we'll keep going.
And as y'all reach the bottom, y'all notice an underground cavern underneath the arena of Crystal Spire. Y'all would arrive around here-ish.
Where's the cat boy?
Oh,
I had not.
Hello.
That's correct.
I exist. Do a flip.
Wrong one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I will be right back. 3 bottles of water.
Damn.
I was thirsty.
Boo.
Does anyone else have to use the restroom?
nope.
I'm gonna grab a snack really quick.
Okay.
I'll probably use the bathroom too.
Quick little snack bathroom break.
Break time.
So yeah, you missed some shit. It's a freaking Juju.
Catch him up.
So allow me to immediately explain this in about the shortest way possible. First thing we did, Zarius is his head became a noodle. So we fixed that. Before we went to the infirmary, however, we had Raven come to the door. I sassed the fuck out of Leanne. Donovan sassed the fuck out of Leanne for quite a bit to get them out of the room. To which, when they all went to the infirmary and talked, well, they found out that there were 6 people missing, and because Raven's and Professor Jake ended up telling them that 6 students are missing. Proceeded to go to the infirmary, from the infirmary to splitting off, one to the security office, one group to the security office, the other one to the headmaster's office. Got a signature from the headmaster's office, and then it grouped out to the security office, to which we then got a video feed of what happened at the nurse's room, because before we got to the security office, we were handed a lead about another student.
Jerry,
What's up?
you might want to change those tokens, because,
You can control them.
yes.
Got it.
I can, in fact, do that.
Oh,
It,
okay, hold on.
yeah. But yeah, before we ended up going to the security room, we ended up getting a lead from one of the nurses, is talking about how, well, there was another student by the name of Aurora who dropped their sister off at the nurse's office. And we went to her room, spoke to her about it. She came along, and we found out that apparently Aurora went to go get her sister, only for that to not be true, because that wasn't the real Aurora. We then split off again in a group, going to the nurse's office again to ask the nurses about about the person who picked up Aurora's sister, and another group to the arena to look for clues. Upon questioning the nurses, we ended up getting information about that. But bad news comes in, and one of the fake Aurora ended up dropping a piece of paper that was a ritual summoning circle.
Sorry, it went down the wrong way.
Oh,
Christ.
I was about to say, are you fucking good? Jesus.
damn! Don't die yet. It's my job to kill you.
Eh,
Jay, why are there 7 NPCs now?
Don't worry about that.
God,
I will get to that when everyone's back.
Also, I know you have art for the cat boy. Why do you not have, like,
I
a
did.
token for him?
I have not had time to upload the tokens.
yeah, God.
Hey,
Meanwhile,
I'm gonna remind you after the session ends, and incessantly until you actually do it.
why do you want to
Yeah.
keep making him do something for the cat boy?
No, it's just because, I don't know, immersion.
I mean,
Also,
he's not wrong.
I just find it fun to refer to Onyx as the cat boy.
You literally have 2 cat boys.
That's big cat boy.
Okay, and is Onyx not also big?
Not as big as Casual.
Hmm.
I'm not wrong.
So I'm guessing everyone's back now.
Yep.
Yeah.
As you all enter the cavern, you notice it's slightly brighter than the stairwell. A massive lake in the center, and across, you see Sylvie and Onyx tied up, alongside a person that looks a lot like Aurora, their sister Valen, with 3 other students that match the descriptions.
Oh, seems we found
Even
that.
Ember's tied up for some reason. And in front of them,
Talk about animal cool,
you
dude.
see 4 different people conversing. I want everyone to give me
Stealth?
not stealth,
Aww.
give me a perception check.
It's
Got it.
hearing based, isn't it?
No.
What? Aww. Also, everyone should probably spawn in their characters to this map.
Can't see shit.
I don't hear anything.
Kazuo is god among men, apparently. Juichi, you here? Juju?
Sorry, hold on. I was saying
I don't think Alice or
emails
Leanne
with
are here.
advantage. It's my fault.
He's
I
dead.
mean, the first number was still a 20.
He's dead.
He's dead.
I'll start the funeral rites for him. We'll send him to space like he always wanted.
They might be busy again. I feel like Leanne is busy hunting. Stares at Leanne.
We should ban Monster Hunter during D&D hours.
I mean, I was gonna low-key play Monster Hunter while DMing. I'm terrible.
Yay.
Look. The hunt
You
never
should make a good
dies.
example.
Okay, for those who rolled above a 7, I want you to give me a history check.
Well, I am what we call in the business not smart.
Wait, say that again?
For those that rolled above a 7, I want you to give me a history check.
Hey, I don't think I pass. I just have a strange feeling.
Right back.
Man, Rolf only does not like me.
12.
Okay, so the line's just cool.
Alright.
Lion Terry.
Kazul and Zarius. You two immediately recognize one of the 4 rogues. In fact, you have interacted with them.
Huh?
Oh,
Wait a minute.
The young female rogue in front of you is the coven head of the Rogue Coven, Melody Moonsong. And you can recall that she commands a massive network of assassins, as well as having the ability to even erase her own presence from existence and become other people.
Well, that explains a lot.
oh,
So, guys, I don't think we win this fight.
nah,
If
I'd
it
win.
is a fight.
And she turns around, noticing all of you, before looking at her other rogues. I thought I taught you all to not leave any traces behind. Now look what we have. A mess to clean up. Oh well. Guess I'll have fun doing this.
How drab.
And with that, we will pause here.
Oh, great.
Expect combat next session.
We're gonna die.
Now, if y'all want, y'all could roll
Nah.
initiative here now, and I'll save it, or just roll it next week.
I want to know
Oh.
how screwed I am now.
I want to know now.
Okay.
Well, I'm not getting assassinate. Not like I was in the first place, but... Oh, I should have asked if I could have rolled stealth beforehand so I could surprise one of them.
All right, here goes.
There you go.
Okay,
Let's-
Ideally, I'll be moving right after one of our melees. Okay, I think I'll be moving right after one of our melees.
What did I press for initiative?
Oops.
The initiative text
Haha, I don't see that.
on your character sheet.
I'm looking and I'm blind
It
as
should be at the top of the first page.
Take the 9. I didn't select my token properly.
Okay, let's see.
That's a
caps lock.
9.
Okay.
That was weird.
Who's this 20? Oh, that's okay.
Kazel, do you not have Dex?
Let's see. Going down the list. Oh, Kazu, you did the command wrong.
Welcome to r/1d20.
Um,
I'm done.
is that everyone? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No Juichi.
I got him already.
Wait, Juichi's there. I'm blind.
Well,
Kazu, what is your dex modifier?
He rolled initiative. Initiative.
Yeah, he
Like,
tied with
Yeah.
someone.
His initiative would be a +3 then,
What?
All right.
because in parentheses it shows a 1. Is it not? How
No,
that?
that's the modifier.
Oh. Okay, sorry.
Oh.
I'm wrong then. I haven't
Oh.
used Rotoni in a long while.
His initiative is 4 total.
Oh.
Yeah, it already added the modifier.
Right, I'm talking about the modifier, not total.
Oh, 16, you are there. All right. Here's the initiative.
Damn, we slow as hell.
Oh, Melody rolled a nat 20,
Oh.
which is surprising considering how bad the other 3 rolled.
Well, I guess we know who we're killing first.
Maybe.
why is Proxy on the map?
I'm using her as the picture for Melody.
Wait, I'm sorry. Who's on the map?
Don't
Oh.
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Huh.
Don't worry about it.
Woman. Why must all rogue women be batshit insane?
You don't know yet. But
I don't know.
since
She might have justified reasons for this.
Okay, what reason would sacrificing more than 6 students be justifiable by?
you
I don't
could
know,
ask
she
her
thought
during
it was
combat.
funny.
Hear them out.
No, I'm not going to hear you out.
Hear me out is wild.
Okay, yeah, but what if their god is bad though?
What
Do
if
you
they're
wanna
just
ask
down
her?
bad for their god?
If God was a baddie, would you really say no?
If God was a baddie.
No! Shut! Shut up!
If God was a baddie. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay,
Please
but
tell me
like,
you
what
ended
if
the stream
though?
already.
Exactly. What if? You don't know yet.
Smash
They
your
might
pass.
actually be cooking.
Smash your pass, Tiamat.
So you're going
Smash your
to
past
ask
Tiamat
them
is
in
wild.
character, or
The answer is you get smashed.
oh wait,
No.
what happened on that?
I already know what my strategy for this fight is going to be, but I doubt it's going to be able to work. Because it'll very heavily
well-
depend on one roll.
Okay.
If I get the chance to make that roll.
Well, if there's nothing else y'all wish to do, I'm gonna look for a raid target.
So, I'm not going to say what my strategy is, so Jay can't use it against me.
Good.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take off. You all take care. See you next week. All right.
I'm going to die in bed.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.
I'm going to go try and not rot in bed.
And luckily, y'all have Blast as the guest star that could help y'all in this fight.
Yay.
So, Blast, question.
Hmm.
Jay, pretend you don't hear what I'm...
Oh no, I was about to deafen anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways, for those still watching the stream, we're going to be raiding into Kit Katsune TV, who's playing Marvel Rivals. She is a really good friend of mine. She has been with me since the beginning of my journeys. I want to thank Wolfie for the resub and the bits. They are very much appreciated. I don't know if I will be streaming tomorrow because a terrible storm will be hitting. So be on the lookout for announcements. Next week, classes resume, so back to your regularly scheduled streaming. My socials. I did that wrong. Socials. In the Discord if you ever want to join it. And let's see how well this party handles their very first fight of the campaign. Other than that, those who are still watching, make sure you get yourself something to eat, something to drink, relax, get some good after stream care. I will be doing the same. And I think that is about it. So, good night, everyone. Get some good rest, and give Kit Katsune as much love as y'all give me. It's very much appreciated. Good night.